All right. It looks like I've got it almost figured out here. But yeah, I just want to do a shout out to Michael Bancroft. And I got your book, The Lucent, and I wanted to share this. I got the bookmark with it here. Let's try to get some better light over here. Yeah, what the heck. But anyways, I got the bookmark. I get real close to the camera here. This is cool. I guess, but this I absolutely love. I love the detail work on the backgrounds. This is absolutely fantastic. It's like every little detail in there. Look at all the brickwork here. I mean, this is fantastic. I've got to step up my game and get and do a better job on my backgrounds. I mean, let's see what I can find out here. Yeah, this is great. Look at these buildings. I'm getting a little bit of glare on there. Let me see if I can't change this here. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, that's a big help. But yeah, I got this light over here that kind of distorts stuff. But I mean, look at the detail on that. This is fantastic. Every little detail on the windows. Especially the aerial shots where they're jumping back and forth. I mean, yeah. I'm going to have to concentrate on doing better backgrounds on my work. But you've got a winner here, Michael. I love it. Now, my project is Renfield Book 2, The Vampire Squad. And Luke Stone helped me get my settings situated correctly on my layout. So I've started over on my project, which is book one, or Malcolm book, Renfield Book 2, The Vampire Squad. Now, when I did book one, Malcolm, I had no idea Comicsgate even existed. And a friend of mine over in Missouri said, "You need to check these guys out. You do some good work." And he liked my first book, Malcolm. He said, "Yeah, you really need to get into this." So yeah, I'll check it out. So I like what I see, and I want to get more involved. I'm trying to get in doing, join in on some of your live streams. So now Malin cracks me up. he's got a deplorable sense of humor like I do. So it's great. That kind of off-color humor, right? Growing up in the South, yeah, I said I've been around it all my life. But yeah, let's see. But yeah, I've got. I'm working on one panel now where Dr. Renfield's pulling up to Dunning Insane Asylum, and I've had to look through old pictures of that place, and I finally found some pictures of the main office building. So I'm drawing his Model A Ford. Now, you remember, this is set in 1932 Gangsterland, Chicago. So I have to have the cars either before, pre 1932 makes or along about that time frame, but I can't be putting 34, 35 Fords or other vehicles in a 1932 timeline. So also I can't put Al Capone in there because Al Capone went to Alcatraz. Well, he was sent to prison, not Alcatraz yet, but he was in uh, the federal prison in Pennsylvania for tax evasion, and Frank Nitti was running his outfit at that time. So the main gangster that I'm featuring in the books is Frank Nitti, and if you've read my first book, it starts out with some of Nitty's men um, going into a crypt to rob a crypt where a bunch of money's been hid, and they inadvertently release this vampire Malcolm. Well, he rips their throats out, and he makes Eddie McGregor, which is like his descendant, basically makes him his servant. So he's got to do what Malcolm tells him to do. So he puts him under his control. So Malcolm hides 32 coffins all through Chicago. And Dr. Renfield, who is the son of R.M. Renfield, who was killed by Dracula in 1897 from Bram Stoker's novel, Dracula, he's got to find these coffins and hopefully catch Malcolm where he can drive a stake through his heart. So that's the sick little game that Malcolm has got. It's like a game of cat and mouse. If Renfield finds Malcolm and kills him, he wins. But if Malcolm kills Renfield, then he wins, and Chicago is his for the taking. So they got to stop this guy. But book 2 leaves off where book 1 began. So I'm working on a trilogy. So I haven't decided what to do in book 3 yet. But basically, he's put together a team that involves Frank Nitti and his gang and some other people. And eventually, I'll include probably, I may put J. Edgar Hoover in there for book at the end of book 2. Haven't decided yet. I'm still working on a storyline. But let's see if I can add something here. I'm trying to figure out how in the world am I going to add a background. I'm not seeing how to do that here. I'm in the record mode. So maybe settings. Maybe virtual background. Okay, well, here's that picture of Nitti I got, or Nitti's house. This is one of the pictures from book 1. And it's before I added the balloons and stuff. But, yeah, this is supposed to be Frank Nitti's house. With some of his guys talking there. And I tried to add the drawing I did of Nitti himself. But as you can see, it's cut the top of his head off. So I still got to figure out how to do all this stuff. But mainly I just needed to do a shout out for Michael Bancroft. Let him know I got his book. And I really love this. And if you haven't got it yet, you need to get the Lucent and whatever campaigns he's working on. You're really going to enjoy it. So I'm going to try to end this recording and get it uploaded to YouTube and see how it works. Bye.